Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Biafrans all over the world. My name is Mazi Nnamdi, and I am here again with another interesting program tonight. Tonight, we are going to be talking about our barrister who just finished at Umuahia High Court, our barrister Aloy Ejimako. You and I knows that Barrister Aloy Ejimako filed a case at Umuahia High Court concerning uh, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the invasion of our leader's house in Afari Beku. So our barrister Aloy Ejimako, they concluded on that court hearing that been ongoing since August. So today they went to court in Umuahia and they finalize. But before we go ahead with the program, uh, I would want us to listen to our national anthem. I want us to listen to our national anthem. Then when I come back after playing the national anthem, then we'll dive straight to why we are here. Please share the program if you are just joining. Share the program. Share the program so this program will get to other people, okay? Just click on that link. You see where they say share. Just click on it and you share it. It costs you nothing. You're not going to pay. Nobody's going to ask you to pay money, right? Just share it. Let's quickly start. Share it while you are listening to our national anthem. I'm going to go ahead and play our national anthem. And when I come back, like I said, we will start immediately with the program. Now let's listen to our national anthem. All right, welcome back. Thank you for joining. Philip Chelsea, thank you for sharing from YouTube. Thank you everyone for joining the program. Chinonso, thank you for joining from Facebook. Joe Martin, thank you for joining from Facebook. Thank you. Please share. Ifunanya, thank you for sharing. That's from Facebook. Thank you for sharing. So I am going to go ahead now, but before I play you the video of the outcome of today's case in Umuahia High Court, I would want to read an article posted by our barrister for you. I know probably most of us probably might have seen that article, but what I'm going to do, I will go ahead and play you that read you that article. But let me quickly get the video of that of our barrister. Good evening, Gloria Chica. Good evening to you too. Let me quickly get the video before we quickly proceed with our today's program. Let me get the video on the screen. Just give me some time. Let me just get that video on before we quickly start. So let me just get the video ready so I won't be going forth and back. So what happened today eventually is our barrister Aloy Ejiako was in court today, and the outcome of the court in Umuahia High Court, the outcome of the trial is what I would want him to explain to us. Let it not be as if I'm the only one talking. So I'll put the video so you hear from him direct. You hear from him and other people who followed him to the court today. I'm trying to get that video on the screen so we'll have it on and running. Then when I come back, we'll quickly play the video and we'll proceed with today's program. So the video you're seeing on your screen is the outcome of today's proceeding at Umuahia High Court. That is our barrister Aloy Ejiako. Like I said before I will put a volume of that particular video, let me quickly go to his Facebook page where he posted something. He posted an article concerning the proceeding, and before the video surfaced today, I'm trying to see if I will see that article. Alright, so here is it. They say Nnamdi Kanu, Abia Court concludes hearing. A High Court of Abia State sitting in Umuahia today, 10th December 2021, concluded hearing in the fundamental rights suit filed on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by his special counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejiako. The suit was filed on the 27th of August. Like I told you before we started the program, I told you that this case has been ongoing, and there was a time we do a program here, and I told us that they adjourned the case. There was a time he went to Umuahia, the trial didn't happen. They had to adjourn it till I think till today, 10th December. So he said the suit was filed on the 27th August 2021 against Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Attorney General of Federation, AGF, and 6 others, seeking stoppage of Kanu's prosecution and release from detention. At issue is Kanu's extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria in June this year. Today, the parties joined issues and abducted their process. In his address to the court, Barrister Ejiako stated that it's important to emphasize that the suit is aimed at bearing the prosecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and securing his release from detention. Please, if you are just joining the program, share the program, share this, share the distance, share the program. Let other people join us, please. Share the program, please. Share. If you're watching from Facebook, share. If you're watching us from YouTube, already some people has shared it on YouTube already. Philip Chelsea has shared already, and Precious Emmanuel from Facebook has shared. Thank you, Precious Emmanuel, for sharing the program. Share. Okay, let's get more people on, because I wouldn't want a situation whereby when other people will join the program, they will ask me to, go back to maybe probably the article that I'm reading right now. Obina, thank you for sharing. Obioma, thank you for sharing. Ijoma Obi, thank you for sharing as well. I appreciate all of you. Share, so other people will join the program. So let me continue with the article before I will put the volume of the video you are seeing on your screen right now. Now, the person that is writing here is our barrister Aloy Ejimako, and he continues. He said, it is important to emphasize that the suit is aimed at bearing the prosecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and securing his release from detention, because the opposite will amount to rewarding the government for injustice inherent in the illegal rendition of Kanu. He cited the authority of Nigeria Constitution, case law, and other authorities. In their counter argument, the lawyers to the respondent, which included Barrister Samuel Eche for the AGF, for the police Amos, for the army, and C or for the DSS, raised primarily objections to the judiciary of the court to entertain matters pertaining to the federal government. At the conclusion of oral argument, the judge informed parties that they will receive a hearing notice bearing the date the court will render its judgment. What this means is the judge did not really give them the outcome of today's hearing. So what happens is the judge will later call them and tell them what will happen next. So what happened today after the judgment and the argument and the case and everything? So the court asks them to give them some time that they will get back to them. Now I am going to, that is just the article I just finished reading now. It's just what our barrister posted on his Facebook handle about 3 hours ago before the video surfaced. Now I am going to put a volume, probably take the video back so you hear from our barrister. You listen to that interview when they were interviewing them in the front of Umuahia High Court. I'm going to put the volume of that particular video. So share. Let's have more people join us. Let's have more people join us. Please share the program so other people will join us. So I'll put the volume so you hear from them. Now listen.
Chief Allah, it would be anybody that wants to be seen.
You just came out from the court.
Yes, I did.
So what did you come here?
Can we come down because of the camera? Can we come down because of the camera? Okay. Let's go. Yes, let's go here. We can face the door. Yes.
Sir.
You can see. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, can you step down? So that you see the picture.
Welcome. Sorry. Let the council be by your by your immediate right.
You be behind me.
No. Go.
And you on top here.
Exactly.
Better arrangement.
Okay.
Barrister, can you tell us what you came to the court today to do?
Well, to put it mildly, it looked like I came here to do battle with almost 10 lawyers from the federal government. But you see, to talk seriously about it, we were in court today to make a case for our client, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What happened to him in September 2017 is abominable. It has never been litigated in any court of law in Nigeria. And that action of the federal government and her agencies, we contend, is a flagrant violation of his fundamental rights to life, against arbitrary arrest, right to fair hearing, and so on and so forth. And as if that was not enough, those that failed to kill him in 2017 pursued him hotly into Kenya, where he had made a lucky escape from that attack in 2017 and renditioned him back to Nigeria. That is wrong. We are saying it's wrong in the eyes of the law, not only of international law, but the laws of Nigeria, the laws of Kenya, and against the rules of natural justice. Altogether, those things constitute very serious violations of his fundamental rights as guaranteed under the Constitution of Nigeria and the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. And we're in court, and we've been in court since August, but today we're in court to adopt our processes, and successfully we adopted our processes. We moved our motion, and the respondents opposed our motion, made their own case, and we have finally joined the issues, and this case is over. What we now await is the judgment of the court by the glory of God. The fundamental rights action, the journey of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through the judicial process in Abia State is finally over, and we await for the decision of the court to see where the gavel has fallen. And I take this opportunity to express my gratitude to my colleagues who have assisted me. One of them is here, Patrick Agazie Esquire. He has been a rock of Gibraltar standing behind me in this lonely, sometimes lonely quest for justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I have on my left here, Umuahia, the very able, capable, and committed president of Ohanaeze Youth Worldwide. And the other people also as well, people seen and unseen, who have offered their moral support. I thank all of you, and I'm happy that we have come this far. And let us await for the court to come out with the decision that would meet the ends of justice.
Sorry, sir. What did you specifically ask the court to do for you?
Okay, what we are asking is we're asking for a declaration that what happened in September 2017 in Isiama Afaruku Umuahia, namely the lethal military invasion of the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in which 28 lives were lost, is a violation of his fundamental rights, and he deserves compensation for that. He deserves apology, and he deserves monetary compensation. But most importantly, what happened recently in June this year, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria, is the most egregious conduct that you can expect from any state. That too, Nnamdi Kanu deserves compensation. And the kind of compensation that comes when government engages in that conduct is that such government will lose its authority to prosecute such an individual. So we're asking this court to stop the prosecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu based on the unlawful expulsion, his unlawful expulsion from Kenya, otherwise known as extraordinary rendition. Let it be clear that this lawsuit is not targeting the court in Abuja. The lawsuit is targeting the prosecution. The Attorney General prosecuted. The Attorney General is amenable to lawsuit. He's not above the law. He can make mistakes. So, as in this case, he made a very serious mistake. So we're asking the court to issue the appropriate orders stopping the prosecution. Because before you prosecute a fugitive that you found in a foreign country, before you prosecute him in the country, there are certain things the judge today called arrest protocols or conditions precedent. You extradite that fugitive, that suspect. You don't rendition him. If you extradite the fugitive, which means you took him through the process of law of extradition in that very country of refuge, that is how you gain jurisdiction, authority over the fugitive. If you rendition the fugitive or otherwise kidnap him, you have no jurisdiction to benefit from your own wrong. It's inequitable. Equity does not allow it. The government cannot benefit from its own wrong of kidnapping and abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we're asking this court to stop the prosecution. And ultimately, if that occurs, the court also, we are asking the court to enter the appropriate orders to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from detention. Thank you very much.
So please restate your name for the record.
My name is Aloy Ejibako, Special Counsel for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the indigenous people of Biafra, and proudly so.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Can we have that document? Because we were reading it. Can we have it?
We don't have a copy of the document. It's really the document is really of no consequence. They brought it into court conclusion.
Say the date for the next.
No, he didn't. The judge said we'll be notified. With the hearing notice as to when we come back for the judgment.
Biko ọkaiwu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, biko ị ga-agbatụ anyị etu obi si dị gị tata maka okwu a nke etinye ọnụ n'ụlọ ikpe na Umuahia?
Well, obi dị m ụtọ na a case m bidoro in August, late August. You can say almost in early September because they bidoro case on 26th of August and that about 10th December and they finish Nnamdi case. And obi dị m ụtọ na case a gara fast otu. All one thing that what they do. Mana ịmana ihe ekwuka m okwu na court tata maka na ndị lawyer bụ na ha gbara mgbe eri kakwa. Ha dị almost iri. So mgbe na ha gbara ụma accept affect my voice na-ekwuzi onu mgbaka. So ka my colleague nọ here ka ọ gwa ụnụ ọ bụ na ya nọ na gwa ha ihe mere nụ biko olugo ka dị oke ịgwacha ha igbo aya ka bụ eze ndị ọha na eze gwakwa ụnụ ọ nọkwa ịma agwa ofe onye bụ aghọrọ ewe eke. So biko gwa
Okay, we will make a ndị na-ege anyị ntị mara onye bụ.
Afọ m bụ BN Agazie, Patrick Nnaemeka Agazie. Mụ na Aloy Ejibako bụ onye na-edu anyị n'ikpe a. Dịka o si gwa gị, ndị anyị na ha nụrụ ọgụ bụ ndị lọya iri ma ọ bụ karịa, ranging from ndị na-represent Federal Republic of Nigeria, the DSS, the police, and the rest of them.
Gịnị bụ atụmanya nke ikpe nke tata? Olee ihe ebe atụmanya ya? Olee ebe ọ kwụsịrị na ihe ọzọ na-eso ya?
Dịka ndị ọkaiwu anyị bụ, anyị nwere ntụkwasị obi nke ukwuu na mwube ụlọ ikpe. Anyị nwere olileanya na ihe niile anyị yọrọ ụlọ ikpe a na a ga-emere anyị ya. Ọ ihe anyị bụ n'obi ya. Ọ bụrụ na ụlọ ikpe nene ihe anyị kwuru, nene ndị anyị kpụtara ụlọ ikpe ihe ha kwuru, o kpebie okwu, mana anyị nwere olileanya nwee ntụkwasị obi nke ukwuu na azọmụkwụ mmegide ntaramahụhụ nwụrụ na ngụgba n'ike si Kenya wee bata Naijiria ihe niile mere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anyị nwere olileanya na ụlọ ikpe a ga-akwụsị ya ma kwuwapụta na ọ dị njọ nyekwuo ntụziaka si tọrapụ ya na mkpọrọ maka ndị ji ya na mkpọrọ enweghị ngalaba ịtụnye okwu ya ọnụ berụsọ ma ha enwere usoro iwu malitere na Kenya ma ọ bụ mba ọbụla esi wee kpọbata ya mana ile anya na akwụkwọ ha nwetara n'ụlọ ikpe enweghị akwụkwọ ọbụla gosiri na enwere usoro iwu esi webata ya. Ihe emere ya bụ ngụgba emerela ngụgba mgbe gara aga emere onye a na-akpọ Umaru Diko iru eju ese ka o si wee ga nke ahụ bịara nwee mgbaji ụkwụ nwee kele mana nke a bịara gara ha anyị wee sị ka anyị weta okwu a n'iru ụlọ ikpe ka o bie ya
nke pụtara na ihe a na-eche ugbu a ụbọchị a ga-achabi ya bụ ikpe
ọkaikpe ekwugo na a ga-ezikọrịta ozi ma ọ bụrụ na ikpe dị na njikere a ga-ezi ọha na eze anyị bịakwa ka anyị si bịa
achabighị ikpe ihe anyị abịazi for the judgment. There was any other argument, there was any other process. Yes, so I abịazie judgment ka anyị enyesi.
Okay. In Igbo or English?
No, English.
English. English, yeah. What of AI? They're not.
Battery camera don't die. That any man there.
No. Come now.
Did you participate in the interview? Okay, you're tired. Okay, this man. Okay.
But go ahead, just quickly, because just tell us how you feel about the proceedings and as a stakeholder in the project, coming from the background of Igbo youth. So,
okay,
the arrowhead of Igbo youth organization. So,
thank you so much. My name is Comrade Ibayaka. I'm the national president of Organized Youth Council. There is something we witnessed today, and it's very, very quite unfortunate. And that is the issue of the presence of the security agents all over the place, all over the corner, all over the joint, all over the junction that you can use to enter the court. It's very, very unfortunate. And we are aware that today we are talking about the human fundamental right of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's also against the human fundamental right for such a restriction of people's movement to come to a court to get involved or observe the court proceedings. So such a security threat is very, very quite unfortunate because I believe that the logistics they use today to block all these entrances, they can also use that logistics at this period that we are witnessing the issue of bandits and also kidnapping and so many gang stars and criminals around within the southeast and within our country. So they could have used that logistics to tackle this level of insecurity we are having in our country than bringing such a security men in all the junction, threatening people, intimidating people from having access into the court. It is quite unfortunate, and I believe that is because of the kind of system we are running in our country today. It is unfortunate that we have executive that is swimming in impunity. We have legislator that is swimming in rascality, and it's very, very unfortunate. So, and in a civilized world, you cannot do such a thing. So we are very, very embarrassed on the treatment of the security agent on this issue, and we are calling the Nigeria government to make sure that all this thing will not happen again, because there is no issue of creating tension. This is a judiciary process, so I believe that having all these security men here and there is part of creating tension. With already tension we have in our country today, I believe that today Nigeria needs a social stabilization, and there are things we need to do in that aspect. On the issue of the case of our brother, we know that injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. So I watched the proceeding, I observed the proceeding. It is a good one, and I believe with what I saw, this court has every right to deliver justice. And I believe from every proceedings, our anticipation is just justice. And I believe that when there is justice, the tension of everything that is happening in this country will go down. So I advise Nigeria government to make sure that justice is served. I also advise the the judiciary to make sure that justice is served, because when there is justice, there is peace. When there is justice, the tension going everywhere will come down, and this is what we are advocating for. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
All right, you've all heard it from our barrister who was in court today. You've all heard their speeches, the outcome of today's trial, and all that. Now let's wait for the judgment, like they said, and whatever the outcome is, or whatever the outcome of the judgment will be, will still bring you that update on this platform. So here is what happened today. You've heard it from them. That happened in Umuahia in Abia State today, in High Court Umuahia today, where our barrister Aloy Ejimako filed case. He filed a case concerning the invasion of the home of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the extraordinary rendition of our leader from Kenya to Nigeria without due process. So these are some of the things that he filed, and we are hoping that there will be a compensation, because you can't just invade a home of somebody who is with. Remember when this thing happened, when that invasion of our leader's home happened, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was preparing to go to court. He was preparing to go to court before they now came to his house. 2017 September. And he told Buhari, then Buhari was still alive, he told him that he is coming to Abuja with 100 men. You remember that broadcast? He told Buhari that he's coming to Abuja with 100 men. And what happens? A day before that trial, the Zoo military men invaded his home. They killed 28 people. That was what happened. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had to run for his life. And what happened? You've heard it on several interviews and on television program. They are saying that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail. Even to an extent, the so-called Ojuzo Kanu, when he went to DSS custody to see our leader, which he didn't follow the due process, he went through the back door. When he got there, when he got to DSS custody, he was asking our leader, why did you have to run away from Afaruku Ibeku? That was what this man, this Ojuzo Kanu, told our leader when he went to. You had the interview of Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, right? You listened to that interview. Our barrister said it on that interview. Some of the things that Ojuzo Kanu told our leader at DSS custody when he went to visit him. And I was asking Ojuzo Kanu, if you were Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and military men with heavy arm came to your house, they come to your house, killing, destroying and bombing everywhere, would you have stand? That was a question I asked Ojuzo Kanu, and he has not given me an answer up to date. So when people come out and say that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail, on what ground did he jump bail? This is a man who was in Afari Beku. waiting for the day for that court. You remember when they arrested him in Lagos 2015 and they tried him. So the court case was ongoing, and he was in his home in Umuahia preparing to go to court. He even told Buhari, then Buhari was still alive, 2017, that he will be coming to Abuja with 100 men. And what happened afterwards? They sent the python dance to the home of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They went there to kill him, but luckily, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped that death. He escaped, and that was what happened. He left Nigeria. He left Nigeria. And people were saying that he jumped bail. Why didn't he stay? Even the one that got me is Ojuzo Kanu. Ojuzo Kanu went to Abuja, went to DSS custody. All he could say was to ask our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why did you have to run away? Which means he wants our leader dead. He's saying that he would have stayed. So the python dance, whatsoever they call them, will kill him. So that is the case that our barrister Aloy Ejiako is talking about. So there must be a compensation. They must compensate our leader for coming to this. Though it's true that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lost 28 men. Money can never bring back life, but there must be a compensation. So the thing that our barrister Aloy Ejimako is demanding is a compensation and apology from the zoo government who sent military men to the home of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So these are the things that they are demanding. Then another thing is, how did our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how did they brought him back to Nigeria? That has been the question, and none of them have answered this question. How did it happen? They did not. They arrested. They abducted him in Kenya. They did not follow the due process. They just put him on the airplane and brought him back to the Nigeria, and brought him back to country without due process. So these are the things that our barristers are fighting for, and there must be a compensation. They must do something. So let's wait and see the final judgment day, what the court people have to say. You heard when our barrister said that they faced 10 different lawyers today that was representing the zoo government in Umuahia High Court today. They faced 10 lawyers. So let's wait and see. There must be a compensation. There must be a compensation. After the compensation, then they will have to tell us how they did it all the way from Kenya, and they extradite our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria. So these are the things that our barristers are demanding for. Now, apart from all of these things that we've talked about now, there is another serious case going on now, even as we speak. The torture that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing in DSS custody is something else. So we are demanding from the Igbo leaders, because if you are waiting for international communities or maybe the UN and all these foreign people to come and do something, we are wasting our time. We are demanding from Igbo leaders, the governors, the so-called people in power in Igbo land, to do something about our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People should stand up and speak concerning our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He can't continue like this. They must stand up and make sure that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being released unconditionally because he has done nothing. The torture that is going on as we speak is something else. The torture that this our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing as I speak now is overwhelming. I don't know how many of you there were or there were on the program I did yesterday. I read an article published by the lawyers in the UK representing our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And on that article yesterday, I told us that they said that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in a place, in a cell 6 by 6 feet. Now imagine a place that they describe with such phrase. They say 6 by 6 feet. That is where our leader is being kept. This is a man who has done nothing. The only crime he committed was to stand up and speak for his people. That is just the only crime our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed. And they picked him up in Kenya, they abducted him in Kenya, beat him up, did all manner of things to him. As if that was not enough, they brought him back to Nigeria and they put him in a cell. And he has been there for 6 months now. Play, he will be there 2023. Because all of these things was just, they program it. Remember, when our leader was out, when they have not abducted him, he was campaigning for this Anambra election. And what happens? They did what they did, they planned, and they make sure that they lobbied him to the Kenya and they kidnapped him. And Anambra election held. Now 2023 is coming. If we did not do anything, do not be surprised if our so-called Igbo leaders did not stand up and do something. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in detention 2023 after the presidential election. I am telling you, if people did not do something, if the so-called leaders did not join force together and stand up and speak for the unconditional release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader will be in detention come 2023 if something tangible is not being done. So we are demanding from Igbo leaders, is about time they should stand up and do something. And again, did you people even know that the wife of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Nigeria to see her husband? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife was in Nigeria to see him in detention. Now my question is, if the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could travel all the way from London, flew down to Nigeria to see her husband, now what is stopping the head of DOS, Mazi Chikodeziem, to visit Nigeria to see the state of things concerning our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? By now, Mazi Chikodeziem would have been in Nigeria campaigning on how to get our leader out. I expect him to be in Nigeria. It's about time we should do something, because if we keep repeating the same thing, going around the circle, our leader will be in detention come 2023. So we are calling on Igbo leaders today. Today is 10th December 2021. We are calling on Igbo leaders to stand up and do the needful, and make sure that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out from the hands of the enemies. Enough of all of these things. Enough. Because this is a man who has done absolutely nothing. It's about time people should do something. We can't just keep silent like this. People are saying the UNN, they are not doing anything. The ICC, they are not doing anything. The international firms, they are not doing anything. What do you expect them to do? Why you yourself, you've not done anything? You remember when our leader was out, when they have not kidnapped him, he said, when they were killing us, when the zoo military men were killing us, they were reporting the killing of Biafran to ICC. They will kill us, we will go and report to them, we will complain, they will kill us, we will complain. And one day, they now told our leader, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. That was what they told our leader. You should do something on your own and stop coming to us to complain all the time. And that was what prompted our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to form ESN, to defend our land, because they will kill us, we will go and report to them, they will kill us, we will write them later, they are not doing anything. So it's about time people should sit up and do something. Why would they arrest him? Okoro George commented. Okoro George said, I don't agree with you. If Odeziem is in Nigeria, they will get him arrested. Why? They will not arrest him. I am telling you, they will not arrest him. He should go to Nigeria and do something. They will not arrest him. Why would they arrest him? Has he committed any crime? They will not arrest him. They will not. He should go to Nigeria. He should go and see our leader at least. Because he can't be depending on what people are telling him. He has to go there because he is the second in command. I expected him to visit Nigeria and return by now. They will not arrest him because he has not committed any crime. They will not arrest him because he has not committed any crime. If he travels to Nigeria to see our leader, they will not arrest him. What crime did he commit that they will make Nigerian military to arrest him? Why? Okay, why didn't they arrest the wife of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he visited Nigeria? Did you know that he is in Nigeria to see her husband? She was in Nigeria. I don't know if she has gone back to the UK. But she traveled down to see her husband. They did not arrest her. So why would they arrest Mazi Chikodeziem? Why? What did he do? He did not do anything. He did not commit any crime. So it's about time we should sit up and do something. It's about time everybody, all hand must be on deck. The Igbo leaders, it's about time they should do something, please. Because our people say, Onya juru anaha ajụ onwe ya. It's about time our people should do something. If the ICC and the UNN say they are not going to help us, can't we do something on our own? Can't we just do something on our own? Even if we need the international partners to help us, we have to start making effort before they will come and help us. We are not doing anything, and our leader is there languishing in jail. Nobody knows what they are telling him. Nobody knows what they are doing to him. You don't know the kind of food they are giving him. You don't know what they are putting in his food. Let's just pray whatever they are doing to him or however they are treating him, it will never affect him. Because you don't know what they will put in the food for him to eat. So it's about time people should do something and make sure that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being released. This man has suffered enough. This is a man who has done nothing. Then if we did not talk about Igbo leaders, whom are we going to call? The people in charge, they are abroad. That's why I suggest that Mazi Chikodezem should go to Nigeria. If we did not call the Igbo leaders, then who are we going to call? Are you going to call the ICC or you are going to call the UN? Who are you going to call? We have to start from our own people. Yes, I know that our leaders in Igbo land, they have been compromised. All of them. That's why they are not saying anything. Remember during Anambra governorship election, you remember when everybody was campaigning to go and see our leader in DSS custody. Now my question is, what happened afterwards? What happened after that election? Have you been hearing from any of them? All of them have gone inside. Everybody has gone to their houses and they closed their mouth. If we did not call on the Igbo leaders, who are we going to call? So, my own opinion, I would suggest that Mazi Chikodezem should go to Nigeria to at least see our leader, to know how he's doing. Because he can't be depending on the news that our barristers are giving to him. He can't be depending on that alone. My own opinion, I would say Mazi Chikodezem should go to Nigeria. I'm telling you, when he goes to Nigeria, they're not going to do him anything. They will not arrest him. I am telling you, they will not. Because Mazi Chikodoziem, he has not committed any crime. They will not arrest him. So it's about time we should stand up and do something, because this man has suffered enough. Since 27th June that he was abducted, up until now, he has not changed his clothes. He's still wearing the same clothes. He doesn't have access to his reading glasses. The lens of his reading glasses was broken, and they have not replaced it. He doesn't have access to his own personal doctor. It was just the doctor that the DSS people are bringing for him, of which only God knows what the doctor is doing to him. He has no access to review some documents. When our legal team goes there to show him some document, the DSS people don't allow him to review documents. The torture is too much. They are torturing him. They are not giving him food. They are starving him as well. They kept him in a particular place where he can't even see sunlight. They just want to destroy him totally. But they have failed. Chukwu Okike Abiama can never allow them to do him anything. Some people are saying if they kill him, they are going to kill him, this, that. I told them that they can never do our leader anything. If at all they wanted to kill him, they would have killed him in Kenya. Did you know what happened in Kenya? He was kept in a particular place for 8 days. You can imagine. An IPOB M branch in Kenya knows nothing about this. Let's assume that is why I'm still blaming some people in power, in DOS. They did not notify anybody. They did not tell the M branch in Kenya that our leader has been kidnapped in Kenya. I believe our people in Kenya, IPOB family members in Kenya, would have stand up and started looking for our leader. They wouldn't even have brought him back to Nigeria in the first place. They hidden all of these things from all of us. This is a question that everyone should be asking. Why didn't they inform IPOB family members in Kenya when they abducted our leader? IPOB family members in Kenya would have organized themselves, started looking for our leader. Because in Kenya, we have IPOB family members. All of these things happen. Nothing is... Look, people are not doing anything. We are not asking questions. Our leader is there languishing in jail. Since June that they brought him back to Nigeria, he has not changed his clothes. He has been wearing one cloth. He has not been practicing his faith. They denied him access from so many things. This has to stop. It's about time everybody should stand up and ask questions. This is a man who wants good for you and I. Now look at the end results. People are not asking questions. People are not doing anything. All we do is to go around and we fight ourselves instead of us to think for a way forward. I am going to end the program here because as I'm speaking now, I am pissed. I am so angry. I am going to stop the program here. Please, if you know anybody who is a leader in Biafra land, who has access to Asu Rock, please cut this video and send it to them. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has to come out from DSS custody. Enough of this torture. Enough of this inhuman. Enough of this. Enough of this ill treatment. It has to stop. Today is 10th. And surprise, surprise, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in DSS custody, and some of you will be cooking your Christmas rice, killing your cows, killing your chicken, killing your goats, enjoying. Some of you will even party that night. And our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in DSS custody. Nobody knows if he has eaten. Nobody knows if he has had his bath. On Christmas Day, some of you will celebrate Christmas, right? After all, it's not your business. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not your brother. So it's none of your business. If he's dying there, let him die. So you will cook your rice. You will go out with your family. Some of you will even party that night. And our leader is there, suffering, going through pains. And no one seems to be doing anything. No one seems to be speaking. The so-called Igbo leaders, they are there fighting for their own interest, traveling to Dubai to buy houses. During governorship and during Anambra governorship election, you saw what happened. All of them were talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this, that. Some were even agitating to go and see him. But what my question now is, what happened after that election? After election, have you had any press release from any of them? Even the so-called Ohaneze Ndigbo, have you been hearing them speaking? After the visit to Asu Rock, have you had any of them talk any other thing? When they met the so-called who claimed to be a Buhari in Asu Rock, who told them that he will consider the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And what happened? After Ojo Kalu visited on the 29th, then on the 1st, they called for emergency trial of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Only heaven knows what they discussed at the background before they called that meeting. What happened after then? Who has been talking for the release of our leader? Nobody. Everywhere is quiet. Nobody is talking. It's about time people in leadership should do something. We can't just fold our arms and keep watching. I know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu too well. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you remember what happened during NSAS protest. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on air 24/7, monitoring the protests. You saw what happened. Now that they have kidnapped him and kept him somewhere, nobody is talking. Who did this to us, please? Who did this to us? Everywhere is quiet. People are cold. They will come out, they will tell us that the order came from our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is giving order who knows nothing about what is happening outside, except what they tell him at DSS custody. He has no access to television. He has no access to phone. He knows nothing about what is happening. He doesn't read newspaper. Now, how is the order coming, please? If you don't understand the kind of pains and suffering our leader is going through, just you as an individual, I don't know who is listening, you as an individual, just try to deny yourself. Just do it on your own. Let it not be as if maybe someone did it to you. Do it on your own. Just a day off your phone, put it away from you, remove your television, off your television, and stay in a dark place for 24 hours. Then let's see how you will feel. This is how our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been feeling since June up until now. And look at the date that they fixed the adjourned court trial on the 19th. On the 19th of January. And he will still be there till 19th, 18th, 19th January 2022, which is next month. This is unacceptable and it has to stop. So if you know anybody in leadership in Igbo land, let them know that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering as we speak. I know that so many of them never wanted good for him. And that is why they are not saying anything. You can imagine Orji Okalu went to Abuja. All he could say was to be asking our leader, why didn't you stay in Afara when the DSS, when the Python dance, the military men came? You can imagine. Honestly, we won't continue like this. All of these things has to stop. I will end the program here and I will see all of you tomorrow. But before I go, I will play our national anthem. I'll play our national anthem because before we start our program, we used to play our national anthem, and at the end of the program, we replayed our national anthem. And when the national anthem finished playing, I will just end the program because I am so angry right now. I am angry, so angry right now. Because this is a man who has done nothing. This is a man who said, who just want the progress of you and I. And he's suffering. Nobody's saying anything. He is suffering. Nobody's saying anything. This has to stop, please. If you know anybody Please forward this message to them, please. Our leader must to be released. He must to be released unconditionally, because this is someone who has done nothing. And what they are trying to do now is to just stabilize him mentally before they will now release him. But God forbid, nothing will happen to him. Please, let's listen to our national anthem. When the national anthem finish playing, I will just end the program and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you for listening. My name still remains Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ohe Biafra. Let's listen to our national anthem.